Hey folks, it's ioEther and we're back with some more World Tanks. As you can see, this is Extreme Unicorn Warfare and it's IS-7. That's a tier 10 game on steps and we are in a platoon. We have the Danish Bacon in here, also in his IS-7. This is the tier 10 Russian heavy tank, the original tier 10 Russian heavy tank. And these guys both have 3 marks on their barrel. Look at those beautiful marks. So this should be an amazing game. And before we get into that, if you guys want to support the channel, please do share this with your clan members and your friends. This should be an awesome game and a great way to play the i7 if you want to know how to play it aggressively, as these guys are going to do all game long. Look at that beautiful starting opening shot and the not so great secondary shot. But don't worry, all will be made up for in time. Skoda is trying to, circle him. He doesn't quite know what to do. I don't think he planned on being alone against most of the enemy team over on this side of the map. He was planning on getting up ahead, scouting the ridge lines, and letting his team pull forward into a supporting position. He wasn't expecting these 2 super aggressive IS-7s to more or less walk over him to get to the rest of his team. This IS-3 is going to have a hard time with life if he's not careful. So he actually backs down, lets the Conqueror take point. Oh, Bulldog hiding off in the wings. Great place for a scout tank to hide, by the way, but you got to get out of there a lot sooner. As soon as that Skoda died, that Bulldog should have hauled butt out of there, but for some reason he stayed in place, and this is what he gets for it. Okay, so we're gonna over it. I don't know how he made that shot, but that was a cool shot. That's a bit closer review. I still don't know how he made that shot. So Unicorn is just going to basically keep him lit and keep his attention while Danish circles around for the side shots. Because of the way the Conqueror's gun and turret is, you can shoot it face on, but it's a lot easier just to shoot in the side of the turret. So that's of course what Danish is going for. He's aiming for the flanking shots, and while these distracted, Unicorn is just going to come over this ridge and not quite finish him off, but he does track him in place so he can get finished off by allies, the Patton in particular. And now Unicorn's charging down the T-55A. He just wants to force him to back off so that his team can come in and reinforce, kind of thing, right? Because if that T-55A is allowed to sit on that corner, he will start picking apart our team. We really don't want that to happen, so these guys are just aggressively pushing this. I told you guys these guys were going to be aggressive, and they really, really are. They don't stop for too long for any one enemy unless they really have to. This IS-3 manages to scoot away at the last second, only taking a couple of critical hits from the guys and not any actual damage. However, this STRV is in a bad spot, and well, he's probably going to regret that. Even if the Unicorn managed to miss, Danish was right there to take the shot. Now using the ridge line for cover, these guys are going to push up as far as they're able to. Their team isn't in great supporting positions, but these 2 really don't care. Shot on the move, unfortunately, misses the IS-3, and the IS-3 once again escapes from the hands of justice. Right? That's a great way to put that. So that's how we're going to put the T-34s. One T-34, and we're just going to take his tracks off. That was an awesome ram, and definitely something you guys should be doing if you can. Aiming the shot. I don't really know if Bacon need to aim in that much, but, he did. And then, of course, Unicorn finishes them off. Now these guys are looking at only a couple other tanks in their area. And look, the IS-3 comes charging out of nowhere, assaulting Bacon, and Unicorn just starts pumping rounds into the side of this guy, while Bacon holds his attention. And I don't know what this IS-3 thought he was doing, but what he does do is die. And that is about the end of this game. there isn't much else that's going to happen, of course, because of the fact that we got to run halfway across the map to get to the other IS-7. We're not going to make it there in time before the rest of our team obliterates him. So I just want to say I'm so glad these two guys sent this in. And if anyone else out there wants to send in a game like this, I would love to have it. I love doing these duo clips. Danish Bacon walks away with a Mastery Badge 3rd class after all that awesomeness. Hand of God, Bruiser, Fire for Effect, and of course a Confederate because, well, he didn't quite get that Top Gun. Look at that ramming damage on the IS-3. 15. Oh. I was expecting that to be more somehow. But he walks 1900 damage from this IS-3 over the course of the game. Yeah, that must have ruined that poor guy's day. Not that he did particularly much in that game. Well played to these two. Look at that. Unicorn coming out on top with 4,700 damage, but Bacon wasn't all that far behind. And definitely played a key supporting role. 2,000 damage blocked. Good lord. And of course, a ton of spotting and tracking damage. Well done, sir. Yeah. And then we're just going to jump right over into Extreme Unicorn Warfare. First class Master Badge, Bruiser, Duelist, Fire for Effect, Shellproof, the High Caliber, and of course the Top Gun. Because, yeah, that's just how it goes, right? One guy gets a Confederate, obviously the other guy gets the Top Gun. Managing to finish off all the kills. And we saw that already, so jumping straight on over to 1,600 assistance damage. And 4,200 actual damage means combined this is a 6k damage clip game in 6 minutes. That's really impressive, and this is again one of the really aggressive ways you can play the IS-7 if you're not going to run into enemy heavies. I have to stress that because of the fact they didn't run into anything really heavy. They didn't run into an E100 or a Yagzilla or anything with real armor on it. They ran into a bunch of medium tanks and a Conqueror who they easily outsmarted. These guys played well and they played aggressively because of their armor and their capabilities in this tank. And so if you guys want to do similar things, be careful that you're not rushing aside with armor on it, and be careful that you're not rushing aside where you're going to be surrounded and overwhelmed. Okay, don't ever take this tactic into a spot where you're all by yourself. You're more likely to lose than win. But if you can pull it off with a couple of teammates behind you, then this makes a beautiful way to win a game. Well played, guys. Thank you so much for showing us the way everybody should be playing IS-7s against medium tanks, and definitely one of the ways you guys can play IS-7s on that side of steps. Great job. Thank you all for watching. Please, if you want to support the channel, one of the best ways you can do so is by sharing this with your friends and clanmates. I mean, 6 minutes of IS-7 fun has got to equal awesomeness, right? So, thank you all for watching. Have a great night. This ioEther out.